Welcome back to our continued E3 coverage. We are going into Nintendo next. They had their Treehouse Live pretty much all day. They had their big conference, or I don't know what they called it, conference, or presentation, or whatever they ended up calling it. Presentation, yeah, that's a good one. And then they pretty much played Zelda live all
day long!
Which is awesome, so stick with us. Alright, thanks for sticking with us. First things first, start off, well, they only had two real big games they showed off today, so we're going to start off with Pokemon, the lesser of the two surprises, I would say. What did you guys think of Pokemon before I go into it? Because, if I start talking about Pokemon, I'll go on for...
Well, I mean, we finally got some new Pokemon in Sun and Moon now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really liking that Mongoose.
I really
like
like
the
it,
evil
too.
team.
Young
Donald
Goose.
Trump?
I seen the Donald Trump meme, and it made me really mad because...
You can't unsee it.
I can't unsee it. And so it was like, they showed him, and then they're like, he gets really angry when he's hungry, and I was like, I'm hangry all the fucking time. I was like, it's a Pokemon that I can relate to. Like, I always like Snorlax because he's fat, but I don't really sleep a lot. I like to eat a lot of food and be fat, but I don't sleep, so I'm like...
Let's be honest, though, and just get it out there, out of the way. He's gonna be an HM slave.
Yeah,
That's all he is.
he's the Rattata.
He's the new HM slave.
Yep. He's the Rattata Bidoof of this generation.
Yep.
He looks cool.
At least he does look cool.
Yeah.
For an HM slave.
He's gonna evolve pretty early off, and then that's it.
I mean, the other thing I'm going to tell you, like the new bird one,
Yeah.
like, why is it another normal bird type? Like, normal flying. Like, why? Why another one?
And it's red, so if it evolves, if it does change, it'll be fire, which is just gonna be like,
And how many fire flying types do we have, though?
Yeah. I'm really hoping that some of the Pokemon they've only showed 3 extra Pokemon today. 4.
Yeah.
They showed the I don't remember his name. They showed a slug Pokemon on the website.
Yeah, like the slug little...
So the Butterfree. So we got the Butterfree,
Oh,
we
yeah,
got the
the
Pidgey,
bug,
and we
yeah.
got the Rattata
Yeah.
of this generation, which it's cool, I guess. I would like to
One
see
will
them.
evolve once, the other you're gonna have a third evolution.
Yep.
Yep.
I would really like to see them change that formula up just a little bit, but I do like Young Goose. I think he's cool looking. The little slug thing, I can't remember its name because I'm horrible with names for a little bit, but he looked cool depending on what he evolves into. I'm assuming it's going to be some kind of butterfly or moth creature, which is fine. And then the bird. The other two I like. The bird didn't really do it for me. But I'm an OG Pidgey man, though. I like Pidgeot. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was my first level 100 Pokemon, Pidgeotto.
I love
or
that.
Pidgeot.
Pidgeot's the final one.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that
In
was
America.
my first level 100.
Well,
In America.
is it different?
Yeah, in Japan it's actually Pidgeot, and then Pidgeotto.
Huh.
Yeah, they fucked it up in the
And
translation.
they never changed it?
They didn't.
In the original Mewtwo movie, they call it Pidgeotto. Because as a kid, I was like, it's not Pidgeotto, it's Pidgeot, asshole.
Nope.
And I was mad. And like a
Which is why
chubby
when you-
12-year-old
when
sitting
you
there
actually
yelling at the
listen,
screen.
when you listen to like Pidgeotto,
Yeah.
like, it's Pidgeot!
Yeah. Huh. I left my volume on, apparently.
Lol.
This is not
Yeah,
like
I
a
was
movie
a
theater.
little disappointed for what they did show for Pokemon, though, just because I want new features.
Well, you
shown.
notice-
I don't
and the
really
one
care
new-
about new Pokemon shown. I want new features.
The one
So show me.
new
There
feature,
was a new feature.
Well, yeah, they showed a lot of streamlined battle content.
Yes.
Like, you can click on the Pokemon that you're fighting, and you can see how far their defense is raised,
No,
how far
I
their
did like that.
evasiveness.
That was actually
That
is actually pretty cool. I did forget about
Especially
that.
if you had like a Pokemon with mixed attacks, and you're like, hold on, was he using, a defense or a special defense
Yeah.
raising mechanic? You click on it, alright, cool, I'm not going to use a defensive or an attack-based attack because
No,
he's got
I
defense.
forgot about that. That was actually a good change.
You're, I think you can like see their types and everything, like it was almost like in the anime where he would like bring his Pokedex up while he's
Yeah.
fighting and get information on it. You can kind of do something similar to that now, which kind of is,
That's good.
in
though.
my opinion, that's cool.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
streamlined.
that's-
I liked all the. It was a simple change, but all the stats were color coordinated. So like every single font was like a different color for each stat. But that was adorable. I don't know. That was just I don't know. Just that little nice artistic touch that made me happy. They did tease the bracelets. I'm really hoping it's not fusions like the rumor is, because if it's fusions, I don't even know if I'll I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I can get over that.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about fusions, there was a comic that came out.
The manga.
Yes, we can say manga.
You always correcting us with your Japanese weeboo-ness.
to where the trainer actually fused with their Pokemon to become like one being.
I just think that's...
But you stated that the new bracelets actually kind of looks very similar to that.
And it's like all over the internet that's what it looks like, but nobody wants it. Like everyone, no one. I don't see anybody online saying that's what they wish it is.
Honestly, I'll cancel my pre-order if that's what it is.
I just don't-
there's enough games this year, I won't miss it.
Like I just hope it's not fusions because
I will cancel my.
the
pre-order.
manga didn't last very long either. It got canceled because no one bought it. So I can't imagine
No one
them
liked it.
resurrecting an idea that didn't work and putting it into their big franchise. Like if they wanted to do a side spin-off game or something, cool. But I like the idea of my pets and using my pets to do my dog fights for me. Basically, I don't know, like you travel around with your buddy. If you leave the fact that you're sending them to their fainting every 5 seconds, like you're hanging out with your buds and traveling around, like that's cool. And it gets. I'm thinking maybe if you go along with the. I don't follow the anime very much right now, but there's like that Greninja thing, where Ash and his Greninja kind of fuse. They don't fuse, but it's like sort of like a Mega Evolution. It's like a mystery in the anime of what's going on.
I have no idea.
So maybe it's like a different way to Mega Evolve. See, my hope is that it's like
that's just Mega Evolution.
XY Ruby and Sapphire remakes. You had to have like a gem to have them, but maybe it's more like a stronger bond. Like I'm assuming that's what the Ash and Greninja thing is that like his bond is so strong that he's able to Mega Evolve without the use of having to go find gems on the ground and put them in the bracelet. Maybe that bracelet's just like telling you how bonded you are with your Pokemon to go to the next step. Because I'd be totally cool with that. Because we just introduced Mega Evolution last generation, and it was a hard pill for me to swallow because it was very Digimon-esque.
It was very Digimon-esque.
Yeah, exactly. So I was kind of on the fence with it, and finally getting okay with it, and then they're going to throw something else at me. I just hope it's not... We still have... And there's only like 7% of the Pokemon have Mega Evolutions at this point. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't feel like that's the end of Mega Evolution, hopefully. And hopefully Fusion never gets a start. I do like the...
I don't think... I hope that Fusion never starts.
I do like the proportions of the characters on the screen.
Yeah.
A lot more like the proportions outside of the battle, or inside the battles and stuff, and I think that's a very cool... it was an artistic direction I really respect. I think that's, it's very non-Final Fantasy VII, real blocky, then you get to the battle screen, so like, they got the power to make the characters look more realistic and proportionate to the world, and I think that's really cool. As long as we get some cool types. I'm kind of hoping for dual type attacks, maybe.
That would be interesting.
You could see like Muddy Water being ground in water, that'd be cool.
I could see it happening just because the card game's doing it.
Yeah. So, we'll see what that goes. I mean, I'm totally cool with that being the gem, something to do with that. I don't know. Anything but Fusion. Other than that, music sounded great. Graphics looked cool. The streamlined battle stuff was awesome. But it didn't look like... And they didn't show a lot of it. They were really focusing on Zelda. Maybe tomorrow we'll see some more Pokemon being played and some new ideas and concepts being released.
But the one thing we still haven't touched on is Battle Royale.
Oh, dude, yeah, Battle Royale was really cool.
I think Battle Royale is going to be awesome.
I think that's really cool. I think
I'm excited for it.
The idea of 1v1v1v1 and trying to pick the opponent that you want to pick off, or like...
Yep.
Man, I don't even know if you're online playing, and if they do the online play where you can talk to the speaker. Like, yo, Captain, take out that guy, let's do it, and then we'll have to fight this guy.
Like
and then,
team-ups and stuff, but then backstab?
Yeah, I feel like that could be pretty cool, like creating alliances, knock out a Pokemon that will kill you if you're like, oh, I know I can kill Bill because I got this other Pokemon. I don't know, is it just one Pokemon, or did they say you could switch teams?
I don't think they stated that or not. Like,
Okay.
if you can have a full team, or
So technically, if I know, I've seen your team.
It made it sound like you could have more than one.
Okay.
Even though it only showed them each having one.
Okay, cool.
It'll probably just be team.
So say we're down to like, just us three. Oh, speaking of just us three, OG Duck had a real work emergency and couldn't be with us.
Sad.
We're shit for not talking about that.
Well, I realized you didn't acknowledge it. I was going to let it
Just
go.
let them know where he's at.
Alright.
You guys
We
voted
didn't put
him.
the Sonic substitute in.
We voted him off the island, sadly. He'll be back next week.
Or will he?
Well, we'll see how well this video does. If this video does way better than all of our other ones, then we'll know what the... off subject for a second. It's down to like us three, and we're playing. And I've seen your team because you've switched a couple times, and I know I have like one Pokemon in my pocket that can like take out your entire team. I'd be like, "Yo, Bill, we should take your fucking captain. We should take out captain. We should take out Nirvan's team together." And then like, oh surprise, I had this Mewtwo that could destroy your entire team.
Oh, backstab.
I just think that'll be fun, and like something that won't be an added element other than just stat counting for the fights. Which stat counting is cool, and I like doing that. But man, even Pokemon gets a little complex for me. If you don't,
Oh, it does.
if you don't cheat, like 100 hours training one Pokemon, like and then you find out that it sucks and you gotta start all over. Ugh. So, but yeah, other than that, it looks like a Pokemon game. I was hoping for some more surprises to make me go, Customizable Trainers looks like it's back, which is cool. I was really just hoping for something that made me go, holy shit, this is a new Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new generation. It didn't do that. Now, however, their other game that they showed,
All day long. Which is why I'm wearing the shirt.
was Zelda, the Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild? And that
Yep.
was a complete new style of game. Like, I mean, it's still Zelda.
It is Zelda. It
Holy
almost
shit,
doesn't
man.
feel like Zelda, though.
I-
It's like a new game with just a Zelda stamp on it.
I think it is the evolution of the Zelda. It's the pinnacle evolution of the Zelda series. If you go back to the original Zelda 1 for the NES, you can go to most dungeons in any order you want. There's no hand holding. You start off on one screen, and you can actually walk by the old man's cave. I'm pretty sure, not get the sword. Like you can do anything you want, and you can go in any order, and there's no hand holding. And this game looks like that. It has there's a very, very vast difference between the 2D Zeldas and the 3D Zeldas. Like they're almost different styles of gameplay, puzzles, and you go through dungeons, but they play completely different. And this is, in my opinion, if they had the capabilities in the Nintendo 64, this is what they would have done when they transitioned from 2D to 3D. This looks like a 3D transition of that 2D game. Open world, go anywhere, do anything, and they don't have the limitations of like the no jump button because you can jump in a Zelda game now.
Yeah, new dynamic. You can jump now.
I was being, as I talk about a lot, a really crappy employee at my real job, and watching the video the entire time, and I was like, holy shit, you can jump! My coworker was like, what? And I was like, you can't jump in Zelda? I was like, no, you can't jump in Zelda! What's
You
wrong
can
with
never
you?
jump in Zelda!
I was like, it's like you walk to the edge of something and he kind of jumps by himself.
It's
that kind of
auto
thing.
jump, but now it's like you can actually
Jump.
button jump.
Yeah. And I feel like that was pretty incredible. You could jump in Link's Awakening with the feather or the rabbit ears or something. There was a Rock's Feather. Rock's Feather you could jump. Link's Awakening, I'm pretty sure. Because you could switch the Rock's Feather and the hookshot, I think, right? You could trade the guy.
Oh god, it's been so long.
Game Boy.
I haven't played
Yeah, I
Link's
know.
Awakening in
It's been so
I haven't played it in
ages.
ages either, but I have a shit
Last time I
memory.
played it was
I have a
like
shit
in the
memory,
DX
too.
version.
Yeah, so good. But, like, so I don't think jumping was ever out of the question. I think they just technically couldn't do it in the 64 at the time, so
I think you're right though. I think you
could
could
jump.
get. You had like a feather that you could like hit
you
it.
just do like a little flip.
Because just jump over like a one block hole.
Yep. So I don't really think jumping's ever been something that they just haven't wanted to do. They just never did it.
Yeah.
And now, like, watching him just jump over things was just mind-blowing to me.
And then just grab onto anything.
And climb?
It just
Fucking out the
Trees,
air, eat his heart out.
the
like,
rock, the rock cliff.
Some of the scenes where he was... And I know, like, the art style, some people are complaining about it being cel-shaded again.
I like it though.
I love
like
it.
it.
Gorgeous.
It looks gorgeous. Oh, absolutely.
And you had this... Some of the scenes with the giant mountains, where he's, like, walking across the mountains, was probably the most impressive and, like, realistic portrayal of a person, like, climbing and walking through, like, an actual mountain. And it didn't look like there was, like, a path or a designated area, like, this is where your character in the game has to walk. Like, it looked like he was literally scaling a fucking mountain. And I was like, leave it to, like, Zelda to do terrain better than, like, Uncharted or Assassin's Creed. Like, I was like, how is this happening? Like, I'm watching this video and I'm like, how does this look like mountain climbing? Like, what is going on here? Like, I don't know. The standard things that block Link from getting to area, like little walls,
Yeah.
and like little holes and shit aren't
Things that
aren't-
would never make sense
Yeah.
if you thought about it, but
And now it's like that's not there.
Yeah.
So like, how are they gonna do puzzles? Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm just blown away by how open the world feels.
Yeah.
You get the axe at the very beginning. You just cut down any fucking tree.
Yep.
Just cut down trees.
Yep. Just do. I want all the apples now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Speaking about the apples.
Yeah.
There are no more hearts.
No more hearts, no more just random health in the grass.
Nope.
Very, very un-Zelda-like.
Right? Like,
That's
so
why it's
holy
like.
shit.
That's why I said like it feels like a different game just with a Zelda stamp on it. But
cooking, grabbing food, eating, like
Yeah.
cooking the dinner, like
Yeah.
oh man, like it looks like it has this mixture of like Skyrim grabbing food or like Monster Hunter where like you're prepping for a battle. The weapons deteriorate.
Yep.
He literally was in the middle of attacking an enemy and he didn't kill him, like he knocked the enemy down and was able to pick that person's weapon up before he was dead. So when he got back up, he was unarmed. Like it was an unarmed moblin that he just like stabbed with his own weapon and I was like, whew.
Yep. Like, oh, you're unarmed. I'm taking your weapon now.
Fought with a spear, clubs, swords, like
Boop, boop, yep.
it's like it was more like,
He's like, hey, I'm going to steal your spear of meat over here, right, too.
and that was kind of like
Grab
how I
steak.
imagine like an Assassin's Creed character fighting. They'd be able to pick up anybody's weapon and use it, and like you don't do that. Like this game
Yeah.
literally had like every combat from like Dark Souls or Assassin's Creed I want to see. Obviously, it's not going to be as tight as like Dark Souls franchise, but just like the target locking, which Dark Souls probably took from Zelda anyways, looked really good, and like the flipping and movement, like combat looked fresh. It looked like a really, really tight version of what we've seen. But the weapon selecting, the weapons breaking, collecting food, it was... I didn't expect it to be that different.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that different at all.
Well, like, the other difference, too, though, is, like, the whole technological standpoint that they're putting on to it, too.
Like,
And the one everybody was playing right now, too, was the Wii U one, right?
Yes.
So,
the NX version is going to be crisper, run smoother.
Yep.
yeah.
But it's
that's
like, you know,
what
they
I'm
got
curious
the-
about.
The Sheikah tablet.
Yeah!
Like, you got the Sheikah tablet now, and, like, some of the enemies, that like, the Guardians, you know, they're all broken down and stuff, but they look all mechanical.
Yeah. Well, they had Skyward Sword. You went into the past, and you found out that Hyrule used to be technologically advanced before Skyward Sword happened. Or Skyward Sword is actually the first one in the whole entire Zelda,
Right.
Link,
It's at the
Ganon
top of the
story.
timeline.
So, at some point before the curse of, Demise's curse created the whole, series of games, there was like a technologically advanced civilization that existed in Hyrule.
I didn't know that.
So,
That's interesting.
and they had these weird robot things, and like, I don't know.
It's weird to say, Alan, where this is going to fall in the timeline.
I don't know. Yeah. No idea. And honestly, if this game ends up being half as good as it looks, like, I don't think I could go back to a Zelda game that's not like this. Like, Hyrule Field's always kind of like... It was cool. I loved it as a kid, and I played all of them. I like it, but, like, it's just like a little hub that where all the other main things are just connected to. And this is like... This is Hyrule Field now to me. This is a whole new... This is new everything. I don't even know.
Nerd
Well-
Man, you haven't spoken up yet.
No, I'm very optimistic about it. My main thing for it is I don't have a Wii U.
Yeah.
And nothing against Nintendo, but I don't want one. And the NX, we don't know anything about yet. I don't know what the controller is going to be. I don't know what the price is going to be. And I can't justify buying a system for one game. So that is where my skepticism comes. That being said, March could roll around next year and it could be incredible, and I'll just be like, fuck it, and just charge it. And assuming that they're available, fine. That's a pretty bold assumption.
Yeah, Nintendo's good at
So
creating that.
So my hype meter, I'm trying to keep it toned down, just very realistic,
Yeah.
just because I don't know what the system's going to be yet. That being said, the game
I'm-
does look incredible.
I'm
It
proud of you.
looks really good.
I'm proud and jealous of you because my hype meter is broken at this point. I think I've tweeted and texted everybody I know that this is the best game I've ever seen in my entire life. So that's gonna be really that's bold
I
claim.
kind of treat it right now like I'm treating it like I treat No Man's Sky. Am I personally very excited for it? Absolutely. I don't think it's going to be this groundbreaking, revolutionary game that everybody thinks it will be, though. I
Okay.
think a lot of people will be disappointed with that when it comes out.
Yeah,
And so I'm kind of going with the same with Zelda. I think it's going to be great, but I don't... At the moment, I'm not going to say it's going to be this masterpiece. I'm not letting myself fall for that
Fair enough.
hype yet.
and I don't.
And it could very well be
Yep.
that masterpiece when it comes out.
I think it will be. The only Zelda game I've ever been fairly disappointed in was Skyward Sword because of how linear it was. And this is literally doing the exact opposite of what everything I hated about Skyward Sword is gone. Everything I loved about Ocarina of Time is expanded on. Everything I liked about the 2D games is there. The only thing we didn't see dungeons, which is cool. But I'm hoping there's still puzzles. I'm still hoping it's not
Oh, yeah,
Skyrim.
they've already said there's going to be puzzles.
Yeah.
There's going to be tons of puzzles.
And if they showed it on I watched probably 4 hours of live. Then I finally was like, okay, I need to stop spoiling everything. For myself.
I'm curious to see like how much did they show us? You know,
Yeah.
like how much.
Did you watch
They
a lot of the?
showed us barely anything.
Oh, I know. Like according to the map, it doesn't seem like they showed
Yeah, 'cause, like,
anything.
yeah.
So like I'm wondering. How big is it really going to be, though? You know what I mean? Like, is it really going to be... I don't know.
Am I correct?
Just-
Am I correct in understanding that they only showed us the plateau?
Yes, that was just a plateau.
Everything that they played in, everything they were at.
That was just a plateau.
And then when they zoomed out, and the map was like 10 times as big.
That's the rest of the world.
So we had like Death Mountain on the plateau. Like, was that like the plateaus like, or was the Death Mountain so
Death
far
Mountain's,
away?
like way out there.
So they just didn't get to Death Mountain. So Death Mountain's that big that we could see it from.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like trying to gauge like.
And like that's why I like it so much, because like you can see like high enough you can see everything. You can see
The
the
plateau
entire
was
world.
like the high kind of zone. It was good
Yeah.
to start with, so you can see everything. Okay.
Like we got the Temple of Time, which is on the plateau. That's it.
That was like the only main thing. So.
Yep.
I don't know, guys. My hype meter's broken. It sucks. I still will go on record saying that Sony had the overall better presentation. They had a lot more games. They had a lot more fanfare. They had a lot more going on. I mean, they had a fucking orchestra.
They had an orchestra.
Microsoft had the branding, but I think
Microsoft had those beautiful controllers.
beautiful controllers.
Oh.
I think
But Nintendo, yeah, that Zelda, it really, you know, I after having seen how the day unfolded, I almost don't blame them for. I know a lot of people, myself included, were upset when they're like, "Hey, we're doing Zelda only for the day."
Yeah.
I was like, "Are
Why?
you fucking kidding me? Like, what the hell?"
it was so different.
And
It's
honestly,
not-
it's
so-
it's so unique and unlike any other Zelda game that it's almost like it was like, okay, I can see why you want to show this off.
Which
This
means
is-
Nintendo's more self-aware than everyone gives them credit for. They realize, like, hey, we're going to tell you this, you're going to hate it, but by the time you give a month or so to be pissed off at us for saying we're only going to show one game off, but when it comes down to it and we show it to you, you're going to realize it.
Mhm.
And they did. They hit it out of the park, and I still give Sony the overall presentation, but I think game-wise, this entire conference so far, Zelda's the one I'm most excited about. It's the one I've been the most impressed by. It's the one I'm most excited to get in my hands and play and take days off of work to literally lose myself in. Like it's, I put it.
my,
You go ahead.
my two favorite games of E3 weren't even at anybody's like conference really.
No.
No Man's Sky, which got no love, which everybody's already excited for
Mhm.
it. Now, again, I don't think it's going to be this revolutionary groundbreaker that everybody's expecting it to be, but I think it will be my cup of tea.
Yeah, me too.
And Persona 5, although I guess there is 12 minutes of gameplay new
Cool.
footage out there.
So-
So those are my two favorite.
So we have
games
all
of the
three.
show.
We have all three of the big wigs done. Where do you guys place them? I still place Sony as the top representation.
Yep. Sony's at the top.
Nintendo had the best game. And
I mean,
Microsoft
they-
had the controllers, but I don't think Microsoft left
You
up
know,
to it.
I
Microsoft had the branding.
yeah, okay, we'll give them
Nintendo had the
that.
game. Sony had the best presentation.
I love Sony's overall. They blew my expectations out of the water, and I had
Mm-hmm.
high expectations. So I give them number one. I think I'd give Nintendo number two.
Me too. Like
I
one game.
for zero expectations for them. I was like, really, you're showing one fucking game, and just the sheer amount of everything that's different in it, and how unique it looks, and how incredible it looks. Like that one game alone does look phenomenal.
That one. I mean, that
Where-
one.
Personally, the only thing Microsoft really had that I was excited for was the Forza.
Yeah.
I know you were excited for Dead Rising Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I do like the controllers, and I do think they do a great job at branding.
But
But I think Zelda leaves a better impression.
And the controllers aren't going to change anything.
No,
you're,
no,
you're hardly
that's
ever going to
just-
be looking at your controller when you're playing the
that's
game.
more of like just a show off. Like I have this awesome
I think-
looking controller.
And I mean, if they had just shown like a little bit more Pokemon, and maybe shown off like another surprise or two, or even like the NX a little bit, and said it was going to launch with a new Mario and a Metroid, they'd have taken the whole entire show.
I'm really shocked that we didn't see anything about like Tokyo Mirage coming out like literally next week.
Yeah.
Like they didn't talk about that at all. I'm amazed that we got zero details on the NX. I mean,
Yeah.
all they would have had to do is give us details on the NX and have it be good. And that Zelda, that
And
would have
it
been like
they'd been number
a
one, hands down.
phenomenal show.
And it still fights it, just because overall
Oh,
of the
no,
games,
it
I still
does.
want to play that the most, but Sony had a lot more reveals and stuff, so. That's good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, OG Duck wasn't here. He did say that
He said that Zelda looked like shit. No, I'm serious. I got the message right here.
Classic nerd
He's
man.
like, Zelda looks dreadful.
He said that he isn't a fan of the graphic style, but it looked really good, and he thought it looked like. Did he say it was like the best looking game he had seen at the show so far? Or? I don't remember how he worded it, but he said it looked really good. Anyways, I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Going back to the graphic style though, like real quick, God, I fucking love it because like
It's pretty.
it's almost like they're doing a slightly more realistic style of Wind Waker,
Yep.
and I loved Wind Waker.
I just
Curious, Captain, how are you going to play the game? Are you going to buy a gaming system for the first time in like 30 years?
30 years.
Holy shit. That's revolutionary.